Hi, welcome to Mommas and Mannies. I'm your host, Trina, and this is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. So let's get started. So each week we start off with a motivational quote or a motivational mantra. This week we're going to do a motivational quote from the great Beyonce Knowles, and the quote reads as follows. When you love and accept yourself, when you know who really cares about you, and when you learn from your mistakes, then you stop caring about what people who don't know you think. Again, the quote is, when you love and accept yourself, when you know who really cares about you, and when you learn from your mistakes, then you stop caring about what people, then you stop caring about what people who don't know you think. All right, and that's a quote from Beyonce. So that quote, just to dissect it, is basically saying make sure you accept and love yourself where you're at right now. It also says it's okay to learn from your mistakes, which we should always do, and it's okay to actually make mistakes. The other thing would be, and probably the most important, is stop caring about what people who don't really know you think. So don't take that into consideration. I know a lot of times we get caught up on the comparison trap or comparing ourselves to other mothers that may only see you for a short period of time and that don't really know you, and then you put value into their opinion. So that's definitely not a good thing to do. All right, it's mama time. So this week, we're going to do Mama Book Club. We're still doing the same book. Let me put my phone down. So we're still doing the same book. It's the Self Love Workbook for Women by Megan Logan. And right now we are on chapter 3. And that quote actually was right on time because the quote is basically telling you to worry about where you're at right now. And chapter 3 in this book is actually entitled Start Where You Are. Start Where You Are. And the quote by Leo Sue, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. It says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And I think that quote is perfect for a self-love journey, especially if you're starting from the ground up. If you've had kids and you're just trying to find yourself, again, that's definitely a great quote, because a self-love journey can feel like 1,000 steps. It can feel like a marathon. But you definitely want to just remember you have to start with the first step. And just a few things from the book. When you think about self-love, or when you hear the word self-love, what comes to mind? For me, what comes to mind is something that I like to do and that I only like to do. And in the book, it says, for some women, self-love is a foreign concept. And if you're definitely at that place, I think this book is a great start for you, as well as I think just taking the 15 minutes out, if it's once a week, if that's listening to this podcast, and then doing what we're doing in the podcast, whether that's reading a book, having tea, or doing something that you like. So definitely start there if you're at the point of saying, hey, this is a foreign concept. I don't know what self-love is. So in this chapter, chapter 3, and I'm reading from the book, we will also evaluate where you are in self-love. So it's a few quizzes that are talking about some goals that you want to set for the book as well as for this chapter. And then, and actually it says that. So where you are in self-love, or where you are in your self-love journey, and reflect on your goals for this workbook. These exercises are adaptable and can be used in any order that works for you. So you don't have to follow the exact order of the book. First, you do want to start off with setting some goals. So it gives you 5 goals that you can set. really quickly, the goals are: what would you like to receive from the workbook? Whether that's personal growth, inner peace, self-confidence, or healthier relationships. Number two, how will this look in my daily life? So, does that mean you're going to take 15 minutes out of each day, each week, or before you go to work, you're going to do something, not really setting a time on it? Number three, when will I know that I have reached my goal? So, that's definitely up to you. So, you want to think about that. Four, what barriers might be present for me in practicing self love? So that can be, for me, I put the biggest barrier would be my two kids, but just other things, and I think some of the big things that we all would run into is really time management. Number five, another goal that you want to set is who can support me on my journey towards self-love. Whether that's friends, family, if you have a spouse, if you have a best friend, who can support you on this journey. Then it goes through a dig a little deeper quiz, and it looks like about 10 questions that you'll answer and rate on a scale of 0 to 5. And then one thing I actually love about this chapter is that they want you to create a Power to Women playlist. So think about all these songs, and if you could see this, if you're looking on the YouTube channel, they have a list of songs, and you can also create your own list, but it's a Power to Women playlist. And a few songs that they actually have are I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys, I'm Every Woman by Shaka Khan, Juice by Lizzo, Born This Way by Lady Gaga, and Just Fine by Mary J. Blige. Those are a few that they actually put down. They have a space where you can put down 10 songs that really get you pumped and really get you in the mood of being a powerful, strong woman. Then they want you to create some affirmations. And actually our episode coming up in a few episodes, we are going to talk about a lot of affirmations for moms. So this plays in right on time. Then it talks about, it wants you to create a message for your younger self. And I think sometimes we all need to do that. Like people always say, I listen to podcasts or interviews, and people are always like, 5 years ago, I was thinking or wishing or praying for something that I'm doing right now. So really just thinking about your younger self. I think for me, I can't even think about what I was thinking about in college. Probably graduating from college and getting a job. That was my biggest goal. And right now I'm living that. I graduated, have a job, have a family. So just think about to your younger self, giving yourself positive words. And actually from the book it says, would you tell your younger self not to worry so much about what everyone else thought and focus more on things that matter to you? So it's a little bubble where you can feel that out. And they want you to talk about critical voice. What are some critical things that you say to yourself? And then counteract that with 5 positive messages. Talk about some hurdles that you may run into. And then this chapter is pretty lengthy. I actually didn't finish some of the things, but it goes through a guided meditation. And it just really digs deep into things that you actually like and that make you happy. So I think chapter 3 is a great book. It really gets into that self-love journey, where the first 2 chapters are really an introduction of the book, but the 3rd chapter really digs deep into what self-love is for you. Again, this is from the Self Love Workbook for Women by Megan Logan. And it tells you to release self-doubt. It helps you build self-compassion and embrace who you are. So this is really a great book if you're trying to start out your self-love journey, or if you've been on a self-love journey for a long time and you just want a refresher. I think this is definitely a great book. So over the next few months, we'll go through the book. Let's see how many chapters are in the book. It looks like it's 8. So yeah, for the next few months, we'll go over the book. So definitely pick it up. I think I actually picked it up through Amazon, but I'm sure it's available wherever books are sold. So now definitely leave a comment and let us know where you are right now with your self-love journey. Are you giving yourself 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day? Are your kids older and you can give yourself an hour a day? What are the things you're doing in your self-love journey on a regular basis? So definitely comment below. And then also comment and let us know what else you're doing for self-love. That way we'll have some ideas to share with other mamas. And if you like the episode, please comment, subscribe, and hit the bells for notifications. All episodes drop on Mondays because remember, Mondays are for mamas. Whether you are starting the week off, we want you to start off on your self-love journey and self-care. So start the week off. Or if you work on the weekend, we want you to end the week strong with self-love. So the first 5 ladies to do all 4 of those things will get a free mama pack that comes with some goodies. And of course, the episode is called Mommas and Mannies. So you will get some nails to do your own pedicure, or if you wanted, you can do a pedicure. You can do your own pedicure, or you can do your own manicure. I have pedicures on my mind. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, and hit the bell for notifications. And the first 5 ladies to do so will get a free mama pack with goodies to do a self-love routine, a one-time self-love routine. And remember, ladies, sorry about that. Me time is essential and it's never selfish. This is another episode of Mommas and Mannies, and I am Trina, your host. Can't wait to see you next week. Have a good week, mamas.